here again for you guys to bring you some of the action live. This is the loser brackets final. Let me quickly bring it up for you. Here you see the brackets. Silento versus Gamepower. There's Erik, also known as Erik. Is going to be the loser bracket, actually semi-final, or however you want to call it. After that, there is going to be the loser bracket final, which will be played later on because Master Chief, I think, will come online later. And then the winner of this plays Blackstar, who is the winner of the winner bracket, and that is actually the grand finals, and the winner of that will win this tournament. So this game is going to be a nice game. It is going to be German versus French. Silento is going to play German versus Erik playing French. Both of them actually are German players, so it's a little bit of a German matchup here as well. Mines are very good for German there, good enough for Erik, but this one is a little bit further, as you see. Already bring in his second hunt, that is Silento, and now we also have Erik going for his second hunt. He also has a third bison, and Silento only has the pronghorn, or this further bison, which actually is in quite decent distance compared to this one for Erik. So all in all, he has a third one though. All in all, the food is a little bit better for Erik, but these two mines are very important for German like this. What can we see here? I know that Silento likes to do a lot of different stuff. The most common thing probably is going to be like semi-FF with Uhlans, some raiding and going into fortress with a trading post, because then you have so many shipments. It's just such a strong strategy. However, Silento often also likes to go for his crossbowman and pikeman rush. So we have to see what he will do there. We see that Erik is going to find a 95 wood. Silento found 75 coin. By the way, Erik also found 70 coin. So treasure is a little bit in favor of him. As you also see that his hero is on lower HP. The Capitano hero, El Capitano, the captain in Spanish it is. Keeps herding here, as well as Silento here. Sign of a good player. You want to have your hunts close to your town center, so it's hard for the other guy to raid, and that's something you have to do. You can re-herd this like every 20 seconds or something, 30 seconds perhaps. Every now and then. It's just do it based on feeling. I don't know the exact time, to be honest, but you should keep an eye on that and make sure you get your hunts close. Silento rescued a native scout. That's a very nice one. Of course, you can put it in stealth mode later, and that means that you will have, for example, more vision about the map, where you can see raids coming in and stuff like that. Both of them are also exploring the other sides of the map to make sure where they can raid, where the other guy will later be going for gold and food, and to know where you have to pressure. So good job there as well. We see that Erik finds 210 XP. I don't think Silento scoured this yet, but this would be a very nice treasure to take, for example, with your hero, and 2 Uhlans you get from a first shipment. And then a 210 XP boost is just very nice addition for a German guy. Of course also for French, but for German I think it's a little bit better. Also 320 XP on this side of the map. Also have to keep an eye on that for later, who's gonna take that one. I hope this one is not gonna backhurt for Erik. Both of them, of course, gathering wood now, doing their market upgrades. Well, actually Erik started a market being French. Silento just aged up normally, and then goes for a market now. No trading post yet, so also have to keep an eye on what he's planning to do. Even if you would rush with crossman pikeman, a trading post can still be useful. However, if you go for both a trading post and the market, your rush will also be a little bit delayed, because you have a lot of resources invested in that. On the other hand, you get your 700 wood faster if you want to go for that, and then you have quite a decent mass later on. But the advantage of going for example, crossman pikeman is that you rush, and if you don't rush, you give your opponent a lot more time to, for example, go for the Sarm musketeer, and that means that he will have very good composition to deal with your crossman pikeman. That's why a rush actually is almost always needed. Both of them go for a trading post, as you see here. That's good. Too bad that he's gonna miss it barely. Yeah, so Erik has 2 forward villagers. I'm not sure what he plans to do with that. Maybe he wants to go for some forward Musk-Hus strategy, or maybe Durorex musketeers. Of course, that can be annoying for German, because German can still raid, but then you can just put 5 musketeers in the back and protect for his raids. And with all the other musketeers you can push out. In that case, German would have to defend with Minutemen, a few Udans, Town Center Fire, and 8 Crossman shipment, while he is probably going for an age up in the back of that, I would guess. Silento working on the 320 XP, but he's losing his hero because he's not pulling it back. You can take out one of these, but you can't take them all. So he should shot one and move back. This is a mistake. Luckily for him, he will save it on time. That means he will have the option to re-heal and later use his crack shot again if some Udans come. Forward Musk has indeed. It could be also be a 2-Rex like I said, but since that is a little bit vulnerable to a German going for crossman shipment and then aging up and going for skirmishes, you probably want to mix in hussars as well to deal with both the 8 crossman shipment and possible skirmishes from the 3rd age. However, still Erik can go for a semi-FF as well, just having a forward base to kind of fool Silento, trick Silento into perhaps making additional units in the 2nd age and then going for an age up himself because he also has a trading post. So we have to see what he is gonna plan to do about that. Silento did scout this, by the way. He has his scout also here in position. Also, by the way, if you see that your opponent has a scout from a treasure, and also of course if you play versus French which starts with a scout from the start, you always have to keep scouting with your hero near your army, etc., to make sure that you can detect any scouts seeing your army positioning. He will kill one if he's gonna sacrifice Udans. No, he won't. Yes, he will. He sacrifices 2 Udans for it. Is it worth it? Hard to say. Let me bring up the statistics again. I think, well, based on resources, it's not. You delay the French economy a little bit, of course, but it's a tough one. Anyway, 3 hussars, just 3 hussars. That's a little bit of a mistake, I think. He should have started his batch later on if he didn't. If he wouldn't be able to get out more. Silento is going for the wreck, so that means that he's a little bit worried about some Hussar Musketeer push coming in. But I think that Erik might just be tricking him and wants to go for a 700 coin age up soon. Oh no, he's adding a 2nd Rex. Keep in mind, oh, he's losing. Barely did not lose his saddle wagon. That was really close. He didn't have the HP upgrade yet. There it goes. 30. That means one more hit and it would die. Nice save there. But Erik is going for a full push, and I don't think this scout sees the 2nd Rex. He should be moving around a little bit more. But of course, Hussar Musketeer is a very good combination versus Crossman, Pikeman, Uhlans. You have more HP with the Hussars in battle. That's already an advantage. But basically, a Musketeer Hussar combination is... Well, the Crossman Pikeman depends a lot on micro. If you can micro it correctly and protect your Crossman with the Pikeman from the cavalry and then target your Crossman nicely on the Musketeers, you will be able to do decent. But later on, the French economy will kick in, the economy advantage that it has over German, and that means it's just going to be really hard to deal with a big mass. However, he has also 2 saddle wagons, so he ships he makes Doppelsoldner. Okay, he's going for Doppelsoldner Uhlans for now. If you combine this with, for example, 8 Crossman shipment, Minutemen, and then go in, losing a Doppelsoldner, a little bit mistake there. But if you would combine it with 8 Crossman and your Minutemen, then this can actually do quite good. Because Doppelsolders take so much damage, while the Crossman, 1 Crossman and Minutemen, will do work on the Musketeers. I don't like it that he pushes out now with Minutemen, to be honest. You see a nice micro of Erik. He's one-shotting the Doppelsolders first while he's moving back to not take too much area damage. You see that Silento is able to clean this up. That means in hindsight it's probably a good decision for him to go for this. But there is the 8 Crossman ship, and that's actually what I would have hoped him to wait for. Because then they would do so much more damage all the time while he was working on the Doppelsolders. However, he will hold this off for now. Erik has to wait for new Hussars. There was no raiding going on in the back of this, so did Erik ship? Let me take a look at the shipments here. Both of them... Oh, Erik also has steel traps, very obvious. Silento has the wood upgrade. And Erik ships 700 foot for his musketeer push, so he's not aging up yet. More Doppelsoldners, so he just wants to go for Ulan Doppelsolders. But the thing is that if Erik makes a lot of musketeers, I think with proper micro, you really have you're in trouble, because this 8 crossman shipment is a one-time thing. He could of course make a few more crossmen from the Rex. He ships 3 Doppelsolders now. And Erik says, why does he have 600 coin? Well, that is a mistake, it should be 700 coin, of course. So he's going in again. Here, Doppelsoldater first, tank the damage. Ulen as well, slow down the Musketeers. Nice that he mixes in 5 crossmen, I like it a lot. Now the Doppelsoldater and Ulen will slow down the Musketeers, while all the crossmen and still some men alive, if you micros correctly and should move in here, closer, 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 will take down the skirmishes of the Musketeers still in the back of this. So yeah, all in all going quite okay for Silento here. 2 Doppelsoldaters still working on the cavalry to protect the crossmen, while this group of crossmen is moving closer to take out all the Musketeers. Oh, not what's Erik doing here? Well, he has a little bit of a Musketeer raid, killing 1 villager, but he lost 1.5 Hussar there. Doppelsoldaters moving back right on time to make sure that they don't get sniped up by Musketeers. And there we can start again. The crossmen can of course use their range versus the Musketeers. So this is, I think Silento could push a little bit more, but he's probably a little bit scared about how many Hussars Erik has. Now he will find out that there are 5 Hussars, of which 1 is low HP. And there we have the crossmen fending off the Musketeers, while the Doppelsoldater are being used versus the Hussars there. I don't know why Erik has this deck, because it seems a standard deck, and why would you have 600 gold in a standard deck? I don't know what's happening there. He's still staying to his Musketeer Hussar mass. I think that's still fine though, because Musketeers in big numbers will still do okay versus crossmen and Doppelsoldater. He has to micro Doppelsoldater very careful, because all the time that the crossmen are not in range of the Musketeers, the Doppelsoldater are just dying for nothing and don't do any decent damage. You really have to make sure that you move this army all together, so that while the Doppelsoldater are slowing down the Musketeers, the crossmen will do damage in the back of this. And there we have the problem that I was talking about earlier. He's running out of Doppelsoldaters, and then you get a weak combination of crossbowmen, which has to deal with Hussars and Musketeers in the back, and that's just something you don't want to do. I hope he is aging up. Is he? He ships 2 settler wagons, not the 700 gold. I actually really hope he's gonna age up soon, because Doppelsoldaters are quite expensive, and yeah, he has to go for a raid with the, I hope he will. No, he's waiting. That's actually a thing of Silento. He sometimes should wait a little bit more, I feel. Okay, there he goes. Good thing there. He should still, well, actually he could go for this treasure here if he calls his hero back. But now we get into the phase where you have just a very good economy of the French guy, massing Musketeers and Hussars like crazy, and that's just something you won't be able to hold off. It's just Doppelsoldater Ulens, I feel. You just don't have the numbers. But this is a nice raid, which means that Erik has to go back for this. That means he won't be gathering food with all the villages. That means his mass will be delayed a lot. That means it gives Silento a lot more time to do something. No villager HP for Erik there. He probably skipped it to get some more Musketeers or Hussars out early. There we have 8 crossmen shipment from him. Silento wants to run, because 3 Hussars with crossbowmen and town center fire will of course kill off 5 Ulens, and he wants to save it for somewhere later where he can still come back with a raid there. Another 2 Ulen raid coming in from that side. A lot of crossmen being made, and pikemen now. I think that is... Ooh, careful with the anti-cavalry in front. I think I like the addition of pikemen, because it's much more cost effective. Doppelsoldater costs so much resources, and he's running out of hunts, but careful with the pikemen, Silento. He's doing a little bit of a raid there, that's good, but he has to be careful with his micro over there. Where are the Hussars from? Okay, the Hussars dealing with the raid on that side, while he's gonna snipe some more villages. Let me take a quick look at the village account. We see actually that Silento is ahead in economy by quite a lot. 28 villages, well actually 28, sorry, that is plus 7, so there's like 35 villages versus 25 versus, like, let's say 40. So Silento is ahead in economy. However, regarding the upgrades, he also did steel traps now. So I think he's ahead in economy by a bit. If he can get a good crossman pikeman mass out, he still has a chance to take this, because of course the 600 coin is also used by Gamepower already, so he won't have an easy time aging up soon. What I like here is that Gamepower doesn't keep pushing into this base, or well, I think he won't. He kills off 1 villager. No HP yet for Silento. Why are these guys not doing villager HP? It matters so much. But anyway, I would like him to see raiding, as he's exactly gonna do now. So he scouted this part of the map, so he knows that he should be pushing there where Silento is gathering resources. He's making a tower now to protect this. That's also a good move. And Silento will lose quite some villages there. He doesn't spread them out though, but what is he gonna do? I think he's just gonna sacrifice his villagers and push out on the base here. If he can kill 1 or 2 Rexes, he is really in a good position. Also, he's going for a counter raid, as you see there. These are still quite far from a tower, and not only... I think he will get for sure 1 or 2 kills, but also he will deny, of course, the gathering from Erik. Erik hasn't done village HP yet, so that is 2-3 villages going down already versus 3 or 4 normal villagers from Silento. That is, after all, still a good trade. He's not going to push on the front base of Erik, he is going to push on the tower. I like this a lot, good move. I think if the villagers would have run to the town center, he would have pushed on the barracks. But since they are all here, he wants just to take out all the villagers, and that's what he's going to do now. Musketeers, or I mean crossmen on musketeers, pikemen seizing a tower, Uhlans on the villagers, and that actually is probably going to be game over for Erik. Wow. He still saves a lot of, he saves quite some villages, but he lost a lot as well. The army advantage goes to Erik, but the advantage in economy goes to Silento for sure. He has to be careful not to lose all his anti-cavalry too easy here versus the army of Erik, because he still needs his pikemen to defend versus the hussars. If he still trades here, Silento is doing okay-ish, because I think he will be shipping 700 coins. Wow. Uhlan attack. That's I don't agree with that at all. More Uhlans coming, but they should not be. They should be going away. He should not be fighting this. He should just sacrifice the crossbowmen and wait with Uhlans and feel. So many musketeers, you won't do anything with the Uhlans. Why is Silento shipping HP? I mean attack. At least ship the HP card so you get 2 free Uhlans. But this attack card don't give you anything. But actually, I would have liked him to, after so much damage that he did here, I would really loved him to ship. Love to see him to ship 700 gold and age up. I think he would have just had the game for him. He still has a trading post, he can ship skirmishes, he can make a few war wagons there. Yeah, he's probably worried about map control, and that's why he wants to stick to the second age, but I think it was his game to take, and now it's really close again. He's gonna make a tower here with all the villages that he has, but he's gonna lose 1 village. I hope he's gonna quickly retask one of these villages, which still don't have HP cards. Also, Silento is running out of mines. We see that the mines are a little bit in favor of Erik. 1 additional mine here, 1 additional mine there. Silento only had 1 mine here, and the other one is out front. He's trying to catch up some of these musketeers with his crossbowmen. He finishes the tower, that's good, but he lost 2-3 villages, and this one he's gonna save. But he's gonna lose 1 more villager there. Yeah, another tower going up there. Yeah, this is now looking worse for Silento. Quick look at the economy again. 22 villages times, because they gather faster, you have to account for that. So 22 times 1.25. That means that there were 7 villages added. So that is 29 villagers. Versus just he has 9 settlers only. He lost so many settlers, but he still has his 10 settler wagons, which account for 25 villagers plus 9 is 34. So the economy advantage is a little bit in favor, but he's running with all his villages. That means that Erik is gathering with his villages, and that just means that Erik is ahead again. What can he do? Yeah, just making crossbowmen and trying to micro this. Yeah, but soon I think... oh, he's gathering wood over there, but he has no food. No food at all. Going in for a raid, but he has to deal with also 3 hussars, so that is just gonna be game over there. Yeah, this is tough one. Some pikemen being made to deal with the hussars, doing still quite good microing on the musketeers with his crossbowmen. Town center pikemen gonna be focused on the hussars, and he will take out the hussars, but there are just too many units from Erik there. And I think that he doesn't have any wood, any food. Sorry, Silento is. That is. He also saw this villager probably in line of sight with his villager, so he's gonna take that one down. Yeah, he's going back to gather some food there, but this is really, really tough. What this also came down to a little bit, I think, is that the 3rd herd of Erik, I'm not sure if it was this one, but I think it was another one somewhere here. he had a third bison, and Silento had no third bison. He only had the second pronghorn, and that of course is... And also, yeah, I think the map was a little bit in favor of Erik, but what this probably comes down to a lot is that he should have wasted his 5 Ulans here, but he should have immediately gone for a raid. Also, I would have loved to see him shipping 700 gold faster and age up instead of going for this really useless, in my opinion. Oh lol, I'm just... Sorry for that, this is Erik's card. He ships attack, and that he ships attack is quite okay. And now he ships villager card for the HP. Silento did ship Ulan HP, sorry for that, sorry for my mistake. Ulan HP, so he got 2 free Ulans, and he also increased the Ulan HP. That's a fine move there. And now he ships 700 coin, and he still wants to try to age up, I guess. That means that he still has a chance as long as he has a trading post. Careful with the pikeman though. He's doing oh, no, not doing a raid, he's making a new barracks. But this won't succeed because it will be sniped off by the hussars from Erik. Is he aging up or is he not? He's not aging up yet. He doesn't have the food, I guess. Making 2 more Rexes here. Yeah, but total map control goes to Erik. He can gather everywhere where he wants now. And he will soon find these villagers on food. And that means that he probably is also going to find the villagers on wood there. Keep in mind, Silento also uses Madman. One hussar is low HP, but they said the wagons won't be able to take out the other hussars. He should be rescuing these, or these. I don't think he does. He age with 6 skirmishes? Could be. I'm not sure if it's going to be on time. He's trying to buy time by attacking the units of Erik here. Trying to focus on low HP ones, it seems. I'm pressing the Alt key as well here to show you guys what's going to happen here. He's buying time for himself, that's good. But this is going to be really, really tough. I mean, skirmishers, musketeers, still very good attack. He's buying himself some time though, but he's not aging. Yeah, so he shipped 700 gold, but this is game over. Okay, so quick summary there. What I've said early still holds. French musketeers and hussars with the cards you get for the hussars and the base economy a French guy has in the back is really, really strong and really, really tough to deal with because you have low HP Ulans. So in battle they just die so fast versus mass musketeers. And you can micro your crossbowmen, but it's very micro intensive. It's much easier to micro hussar musketeer than crossbowmen, pikemen, Ulans. And also if he just gets a good amount, a good mass, then he can just put his hussars in the front, slow down your whole army while the musketeers with 23 damage in the back are still doing a good job. And if your army gets slowed down, the range of the crossbowmen, 16 range versus 12 of the musketeer, is not as advantageous anymore as it is in small amounts of units. And that means that you just have to age up. So actually it was a nice start to hold this off early on and to make sure that Gamepower Erik couldn't really push hard. Also, I think that he should have raided with the Ulans and just sacrificed a few crossbowmen here, but immediately go for map control and raid with the Ulans, prevent any tower and stuff like that. And also one major point is that he should have definitely